Welcome back. Our next runoff race is for Criminal District Court, Section K. This runoff is between Stephanie Bridges and Marcus DeLarge. I would like to welcome our first candidate, Mr. Marcus DeLarge. Marcus DeLarge is a graduate of St. Augustine High School and Xavier University. He attended and received his Juris Doctorate from Southern University Law Center in 2011. After graduating from law school, Mr. DeLarge began to pursue his passion for criminal law, serving as an Orleans Parish Assistant District Attorney. Following his tenure at the District Attorney's Office, Marcus returned to his alma mater, St. Augustine High School, and there he served as Director of Athletics and Activities, working to build the criminal defense firm DeLarge Law and Associates. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure and an honor.
Well, thank you so much. So we're short on time. We're going to get right to the questions.
Sure.
First one, in your own words, what does it mean to you to run for this position? And what is the impact that you expect to have if elected to this seat?
Let me begin by just telling you that the impetus for me running is simply to serve. It's simply to help. You're looking at an individual who's literally devoted his life to serving this community in different capacities, and I just want to continue that service from the bench, Criminal District Court, Section K.
Great. Next question. What do you think is the single most important duty that the criminal court should fulfill for our city and the people who live in it?
So criminal court, any judge, they have to balance a couple of things. One is public safety, and the other one is helping the citizens of this city. And I think that, as you stated, I was a prosecutor and now I'm a criminal defense attorney, so I have experience on both sides of the aisle, so I'm best positioned to make those decisions on who should get a second or a third chance and those that pose a danger to our community.
What sets you apart from your opponent in this runoff? What difference do you think that the voters need to understand about you versus your opponent?
And look, I think that's a great question, Mr. Redmann, and I'm going to speak directly to the voters when I answer this. Experience matters. You're looking at an individual that has devoted his entire legal career to criminal law, either as a prosecutor or a defense attorney. I have tried over 30 criminal trials, jury trials that is. I've tried a case in every section of criminal district court. In 2019, I tried more cases than any other attorney in Orleans Parish at Tulane and Broad, and simply my opponent doesn't have that experience. In fact, she doesn't have any jury trials. She's not a practitioner of criminal law, and I am. So you ask what's the most important factor? It's experience. I have real experience, and I'm the right choice for this position.
Thank you for that answer and that explanation. Next question, what is your vision for the future of criminal court in New Orleans? And what changes, if any, would you advocate for that future, and why?
So one of the things that I've noticed in criminal court and what we have at Tulane and Broad versus other courts throughout this state is the lack of technology. So you ask what I want to bring, what do I want to change? We definitely need to make some advances in technology in criminal district court, but I also want to take our specialty courts, that's your drug court, your mental health court, even your reentry court, and I want to take it a step further, and I want to get a robust mentorship program. You said that I went to St. Aug, and one of the things that St. Aug does really well is they surround young people with positive people, and that positivity is the difference in their lives. So I want to bring that to criminal district court, where anybody that comes in front of my court, you're going to get 2 to 3 mentors that can get you on track and keep you on track, and the goal is for then you to become a mentor to the next person. So I definitely want to bring that mentorship to criminal district court, in addition to making the advances in technology that I think we need.
Very good. Someone as a judge, we always say they should have the wisdom of Solomon. And so along those lines, as perhaps to help others understand perhaps about your own wisdom, your own ability to handle tough situations, can you think of and tell us about a moment in your career where you had to make a tough decision as an attorney, perhaps outside of your professional career, that impacted your life or the life of someone else?
So I've tried a lot of cases in my career, and one of the cases that I tried was a former student of mine. And it was a self-defense case, and it was a testing trial. It was challenging because any self-defense case, you're admitting that your client did something, but there's a justification for it. So that one case in particular, it meant a lot to me because I taught this young man, and this young man his life was literally in my hands. So I took great care of that case. I paid special attention to detail in that case, and ultimately, the jury did reach a verdict in favor of my client in that case.
Okay. We're starting to run short on time here, but with in the next minute or so, what would you like to share with the voters that we haven't already covered that you think what would you like to share with the voters that you think would be helpful to them to know about you in making a decision to vote for you in this election?
Sure. I would tell the voters again that I am a servant of this community. I've been serving this community in different capacities as teacher, as mentor, as coach, as attorney, and one of my greatest joys is obviously being a husband to my wife and a father to my two kids. And I just ask that you do your research in this race, evaluate the candidates, and you make the decision based on your own thoughts, based on your own independent research of both me and my opponent. And I believe that after you do that research, you're going to come to the clear conclusion that this young man has the experience, he has the temperament, and he has the desire to serve the community. And I'm best positioned for this position. Marcus DeLarge, Criminal District Court, Section K, number 94 on your ballot.
Now we're just about out of time, but in the 30 seconds or so we have left, I would like you to remind our voters where they can find more information about you. Maybe you have a platform or website, and tell them one more time your ballot number.
Ballot number is 94. My website is DeLarge for Judge, DeLargeforJudge.com.
All right. Well, I am afraid that we have run out of time. I wish we had more time to ask more questions, but thank you so much for being here with us. It's great to get to know more about you. Let the voters learn as much as they can before December 5th, and voting is going on right now, the early voting. We will be right back after this. Please stay tuned. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.